All right. What is it? 1:52 in the morning. I'm lifting weights and I'm making another video here. And this one here is about reframing your setbacks. And because you're going to have setbacks. If you expect things to go, you know, like smooth sailing, that ain't going to happen. Uh, and also, if you're someone who is a pessimist and you're just expecting things to happen, bad to happen, yeah, they're going to happen. And what you need to do is, I mean, if you have the ability, if you're way too pessimistic, I don't know what to tell you. Because, now, take me for instance. If the other, what was it, last week? What is the date today? Okay. Last week, it was Tuesday. It was the 31st of uh, December. And I went to the bathroom and me and this guy, this one boss, we were talking and he was telling a story. And he said one of them words that triggers people that are, well, what I consider weak. Well, about 1 o'clock that uh, day, I was told I need to go over to human resources. And I'm like, all right. So I went over to human resources and apparently they wanted to know what was said. Now, I didn't tell them that word, because I wasn't planning on telling on anybody. But from that point where I had the meeting until I came back and found out who is in trouble, I had an idea I was in trouble. I thought, okay, so what I do is I take the worst case scenario and then kind of work up. So I thought, well, I don't know what I said. Now, the worst case scenario would be you're getting like 3 days off. You're not going to be getting fired for something like that, but maybe they'll give you 3 days off. So but I was like, man, I don't know what the heck I did. I'm thinking about what I did and all that stuff. But anyway, I took the worst case scenario and I just went with that. And then when I came back, I found that he's the one who he didn't really get in trouble. He was kind of told he got to watch what he says and all that stuff. But, you know, that's the way I kind of go through life. I mean, and I think most people do that, where the worst case scenario and then they work up and it's like, oh, well, that ain't bad. But anyway, you need to reframe your setbacks and you need to, like I said before in a video, you need to, failure is an option. It is an option because it's going to happen. So you need to embrace it and you need to look forward to it because you'll be able to learn from your uh, mistakes. Okay. Uh, that's also goes hand in hand with you need to stay flexible because not everything's going to work for you like it works for someone else. So that way you can adapt. Okay. You have to learn. See, this here, what I'm doing, I thought I don't just want to have a channel where I'm like offering and telling everybody about offers, and I do. Eventually, I want to try to get into more stuff. That way, I can have more options. But I also want it to be the kind of channel to where I say, hey, like I said before, I don't care what you are doing or what your goals are. I don't care if you're not interested in affiliate marketing and you don't buy into anything that I'm trying to sell. You know, if it's just you want to run a marathon and, you know, by me talking, that gets you out there and you start working at it. And finally, one day you run a marathon. Okay. So You need, you need to learn from your mistakes. Like, just embrace them, stay flexible, and I think I had another one. I thought I just, I'm probably reiterating over what I said before, but the progress is going to have the mistakes and everything, the learning process. It's kind of like you're a baby. A baby got to learn how to walk. And how many times does a baby try to get up and walk and falls? And then the baby, you keep getting up. And finally, one day, you walk. And from that point, you're walking. And yeah, eventually you're going to fall again, numerous times, especially if you decide you're going to drink a little too much. But progress over perfection, which kind of, you know, you know, don't try to be perfect. Okay. Like I said before, you just take one day at a time and you work at that. A Chinese proverb of the 1,000-mile journey begins with one step, and then you put next foot, and then, and finally you're at that 1,000-mile journey. And sure, you're going to get tired. You're going to, maybe you're going to trip over a rock or something, but, uh, yeah, setbacks are just there for you to reframe it. You try to learn. Okay. You find out, like I said, maybe what this guy here does is going to work for you. Maybe not. Then you go, okay, well, how did this guy do it? Okay, you find out how he worked the process and what he learned and how he became what he became is. And then you find out that that works for you. So, yeah. And like always, I have a call to action here. And if you are interested in affiliate marketing and you want to learn more, I'm going to put a link for the free course in the description. So, check it out if you're interested. And let's see. Until next time. All right.